And I believe we are live.
Well, there we go. I
Hi,
see you
Dan.
live.
How are you,
What's
Dan?
up, buddy?
What's
I'm good,
going
man.
on?
How are you? Oh,
Fucking
not a whole lot.
beautiful day in the neighborhood. We just had our own little letter Kenny intro there, where we both interrupted each other back and forth, which is hilarious.
We
Have you
do what we
been
can.
Have you been watching any letter Kenny?
Actually, dude, I'm like one of the few people in this world that has never watched one
Uh,
episode of Letterkenny.
you're like it's that's just how it is. You either know and love letter Kenny, or you've just like you're like. I think I've heard of it. Is that the one where they sound all funny and they talk really fast and you can barely Yeah, yes, that is the show.
I've seen a lot of the clips. It looks hilarious, but I just haven't watched any of it. It's like Trailer Park Boys. You know, you've watched it or you know nothing about it.
Yeah, I've always described it as if Trailer Park Boys was written by Kevin Smith.
Okay.
Like there's like a lot of Shakespearean references and like nuances, and it's just like extremely dumb potty humor, but written in a very intelligent way. It's fucking great.
All right.
So I'm going to continue to bust your balls on the show if you don't watch it. So
Well, I finally I do have Hulu,
I mean, you
so I
only
will watch.
have 9 seasons to catch up on, so you're good.
Right. I've
You
got
know,
nothing better to do. I got to wait for a COVID test results anyway.
no big deal. What's the Community shirt? Like I say, you're not
Uh,
a Community, the TV show. Oh, Grunt Style. Okay,
grunt style. Yep.
it's like you are definitely not a Community, the TV show kind of guy. I can tell.
Actually, I have watched that. It is a very, very, very funny show.
Like you've like
So,
watched it like a bunch of seasons, or like you caught a couple episodes.
I've watched probably at least 15 to 20 episodes.
I kind of restarted it. Like when I say kinda, is like I try to get into it, and like 4 episodes, 3 episodes in, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's like I used to really like Big Bang Theory like a long time ago. And then I tried rewatching it recently and I'm like, the laugh track kills me. I
Like
just kind of got annoyed with it.
a couple years ago when the fire sticks, the like, the the fire sticks started to come out.
Right.
That was one of the ones I was like, oh well, all right. If they've got all the episodes, I can give it a shot. Why not? And I definitely got a good 2-3 seasons in to like the point where like they had that one season where they had I'm sorry, I got a somebody asking me for a link. Um to the point where there was that one season with the dude from Star Trek.
Will Wheaton?
Yes. I knew once I said
Yeah.
it, you would know. Yeah, there was like a couple episodes where he started to show up and it was getting like really good. And then I think I kind of just got bored with the humor. Like I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay, like what smart shit are we gonna say today?
It's the laugh tracks that kill me. Like, I don't want somebody telling me when I'm supposed to laugh and when that shit's really annoying to me.
Some people love that shit.
They're called stupid people.
I, I was going to say they're called Middle Americans, but I now live in the Middle America, and so do you. So I can't really shit on either one of us. I
The
mean, I can.
Midwest.
I mean, I can.
Yeah. I just say Southerners. I don't live in the
Well,
South. I don't really know many people
now
that
think
do.
about
So.
it. It's definitely not Southerners because a lot of that shit's going to go over some Southerners' heads.
Right, that's true. That's true.
But yeah. What else has been up with you?
Not much, man. I've been sick the last couple of days.
Are you like you like quarantining right now? Is that what's going on? Waiting for the result?
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't feeling well at work yesterday. I went home and then I woke up this morning, still wasn't feeling well, and they're like, "All right, well, you got to go get a COVID test." So I did, and I should get the results back tomorrow.
Dude, if you ever need some entertainment, hop into our We Go Hard Discord, and because there's always some goofy shit going on in there. And being a moderator, I had to like boot somebody out this morning for like the fifth time calling retarded, like Lewis retarded. I'm like, bro, this is not the place for that.
I would have if I couldn't, if I could get out of bed and actually open my eyes for anything. I didn't actually start feeling better until like around 2, 3 o'clock today. So
Or you could do it on your phone, just so you know.
yeah, I know. I meant like I slept the entire time.
Fair enough. Fair
So
enough. We're actually trying to plan a Kevin Smith um film festival one of these weekends coming up.
oh, that'd be nice.
That whole conversation started, and we can have a conversation about this shit, is because I was talking about how Dogma is one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies. Um, and that movie is now banned on all streaming platforms. You can't,
Why?
because it's so sacrilegious.
Wow.
Literally,
Well,
they shoot off angel wings with an Uzi, I believe, in that movie,
right.
or some shit
Yeah.
like
Well,
that. Or no, they
yeah.
just hack
Last
them off.
week when we were
I
talking,
might have been combining Constantine, but
last week when we were talking about how I couldn't find it anywhere,
is that
but
yeah? That's
yeah,
probably how the conversation started. Yeah, it was like $130 fucking dollars, right?
yeah,
Then
ridiculous.
one of the boys found a DVD copy for 15 used.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we'll have that in our possession in the next week or so. Uh, yeah, that's fucking hilarious. But now like yeah, then I busted out the where the hell is it? I had like the Mallrats 25th edition around here somewhere. Can't believe
Oh, nice.
how old we are, dude. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's that's a very big number for Mallrats. Shit.
Very true.
Old.
Shit, man. Like in 2022 will be my 20-year high school graduation bullshit. So that's absolutely retarded.
We're the same age. You're 39, 37?
37.
You're 37. I'm a little older. That's why I was like, wait a minute. No, I got 01. But
Yeah.
that was the year I dropped out of high school, decided to go work for the Board of Elections. Then on election day, was working at my high school in their like, extra room where like, they would do like election days in some schools and whatnot.
Right.
Want to guess what day that was?
9/11.
Hey. Have I told you the story already?
No, no,
Yeah.
no. I just guess because anytime it comes up and you're from New York and the Bronx, that,
That was
it's always 9/11.
that was an interesting freaking day. Let's not get into it. Um, did you buy Cyberpunk? Did we talk about that last week?
I did not buy it yet. I'm waiting for all the bugs to get fixed.
I don't
Did
remember.
you?
Did we talk about it last week? I guess not. If you're asking, did you? I
I
did.
think we did,
I was
but I
like,
have a terrible memory.
I was like sucking the cyber dick, like just waiting for the shit to come out. I'm like, I got the Keanu doll. I got like the little collector's box from fucking Target. I was
Nice.
cyber cocked out. I was cyber cocked and ready.
Yeah.
And I've had the game crash 4 times. And one of those times crashed so hard, it crashed my entire system.
Oh, nice.
Like, I had to like unplug my Xbox One X, not the Series X, the One X, and
Right.
fucking like reset my shit. Like,
Oh, damn.
I haven't even had that thing for a year, so it's not like system error. I got that shit for Christmas
Right.
last fucking year. Balls, 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 bro.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't buy it. I've been playing this
Dude.
shit on a Valhalla, dude.
I mean, everybody, I'll tell you this much. Everybody else who has like, I stopped playing it about 2, 3 weeks ago. I got a weekend. I was staying up till 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, fucking playing that shit. I've got the fucking $40 hardcover fucking guidebook. Bought the guy. Look at this shit. 400 pages. Haven't cracked it. Haven't
I
cracked
didn't
it.
know you were that big of a nerd that you buy the guidebooks.
Bro, I haven't bought a guidebook since Doom 1 on PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yep.
just
Oh,
a,
so
I
you're
was just
just a super fan.
I was just nerding out for this fucking game. Haven't cracked
Right.
the book. Haven't cracked the book.
Yeah. Why would you if it doesn't work?
So I mean, everybody else who was stuck with it, I've just whatevered about it. Like I'll deal with you in a couple months. Like you crashed my system. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
At least you didn't have to do like a factory reset or some shit.
Yeah, no, I just had to unplug and plug it back in. But did you hear they actually got booted off of the PlayStation store?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I knew that. So, but I heard it works. I heard it actually works on the new systems. So, like,
Actually,
I have the PS5. I
I
just
should
have
probably
to.
say for those people who have stuck with it, like I've stopped playing. They are saying it's running better now. They've done all the
Okay.
patchwork and whatnot, but I'm just like whatever.
Yeah. No, I have no interest of buying it yet. I'll wait. I have no problem waiting.
And when it was running smoothly, dope ass game, dope
Yeah.
ass fucking game. But
Have you played Valhalla yet?
no, I was gonna say what the hell. I've heard of
Dude.
Brawlhalla.
No, no, no. It's Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh, Assassin's Creed. No, nope. Don't you lost me already. I don't.
Oh man.
I remember what was the last one I played. But I just get bored. I don't like that type of game. I don't like Hitman. I don't like that fucking sneak around and shit, you know? Like,
You don't have to sneak around. That's the fun part about it. I don't. I suck at being like stealthy and shit in games. Like I get really bored with it. But ever since Origins, so 3 games ago, they adapted to the open world concept. So everything about that game is open world. So that's always fun.
I'm trying to remember what was the last one that I played. I remember like overseas, like the USO sent us like a nice gift box. Like basically, it was a big black box that had an Xbox, a PlayStation, and a Wii in it, and like
Right.
each one had like 3 games sent along with it as well. And one of them was Assassin's Creed. It might have been Origins, but
No,
this was
you're
10 years
talking
ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, this was ten
Yeah,
years ago.
no. It would have been like Assassin's Creed 3 or some shit. So, but no, Assassin's Creed, they've gotten really good. I
Yeah,
like them
there's
a lot.
some game styles I just get tired of, like the hack and slash games. Like, whatever.
Oh, you don't like God of War or anything like that?
That's a PlayStation. I've never played it.
Uh,
I mean,
I
don't get me
like,
wrong. PlayStation 5 is in my eyesight, but not till I get my Series X.
right, right.
I mean, I was a PlayStation fanboy up until 360 came out. And then 360 came out, and I was just like working for the Yankees, and PS2 or PS3 was kind of like, meh, whatever. And Gears of War was Xbox exclusive. Yeah, your boy went hardcore in the paint on Gears of War.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, I remember. When we hung out all the time, we played Xbox and shit all the time. Um, and then after the third Red Ring of Death I got, I said, screw it,
Huh.
I went to PlayStation.
Do you
So
do you know how many Xboxes I went through?
no, man, I know it's a lot because you're a bigger gamer than I am.
I went through 7 360s.
Yeah, see, it's just too much money to be wasting on it for him to just
I mean,
die.
well, like I only paid to fix like 2,
Yeah,
and like one was like $50, and then the other one was like 70 or something like that. And then like on
yeah,
the $50 one, they were like, "Oh, we'll give you an option to get a free game or a free controller or something else for free." And it was like it was going to be worth $50. So I just got like another controller. That's when like they were worth like 59, I think. So I ended up getting like
okay.
a $60 controller for 50
So
bucks.
you just sent him back into Microsoft and they fixed him for you?
Yeah, they would send you an empty box with foam in it, and then you just
Okay,
pop the foam on each side, pop it in the box, send it, and then you get like they'd either fix yours or they just send you a refurbished one from
okay.
Microsoft. So that's why I was able to be like, I would pull a Karen and be like, I spent $300 on this for me, and I can't believe this is the fifth one. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Full Karen. I'm so sorry, sir. We see here you've been a loyal customer. Blah 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 blah. That's right, and I should be I should be accommodated for and compensated for my time.
That's right.
And I'd always get like a little like they'd always throw like a 6 month Xbox Live card or something like a couple hundred like points or whatever the fuck for the store.
Nice. No, I've never had to deal with Microsoft for that. I've had to deal with them for a licensing issue, but that's about it. So,
What, like where you couldn't play a game? They were like, you don't have the license for this shit or whatever.
right. Yep. So
Yeah.
I was
I was,
actually like a Windows itself, like the Windows software. So like Windows 7 back in the day.
I was gonna say I recognize that error code. You are
Yeah.
licensed, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Like, fuck off. Yeah, dude. I haven't played the Miles Morales game yet,
Ooh,
but I'm really looking forward to it. I just been playing, dude. Assassin's Creed is so much fun. It's hard for me to
that's
turn that off to turn on
on the
another game.
PS5, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
you got both, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep. It
You haven't
comes
even
like if you.
you haven't even played Spider-Man.
Oh no, I played Spider-Man. That's the whole reason why I got a PS4 in general because I had the Xbox One. I gave it to my kids so that I could have the PlayStation, and yeah, I played the shit out of it. That's the
Dude,
only game I platinumed every trophy you can get.
before I
So,
forget, little reminder for tomorrow, like because if you win it, I'm gonna be pissed anyway. But remember, Lewis is giving away an Oculus Quest 2 on his stream tomorrow night.
oh yeah, I forgot on his Twitch.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be trying hard to get that shit.
Well, hopefully he doesn't freaking play Rocket League, which is boring as shit to watch, and Fortnite, which is also boring as shit to watch.
But you know that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I know because he
But then that's
sucks.
why the chat is like it comes in handy. You're like, all right, well, let me
Yeah,
see how far into the N word I can get, like typing it out.
before. Yeah. No, he's yeah. It's fun. I like being in his chat. It's funny that when other people make fun of him, he just kind of goes with it. Or like he does like what you're supposed, Lewis is supposed to do. He gets all pissy, which is very funny. I love that shit. It's so funny.
Fucking, is it? He's a real ass dude.
Just like his podcast.
Do you know where he's at today?
Isn't he in Houston?
He's in fucking Vermont skiing.
Uh,
For like
oh yeah, he's day one of his skiing trip.
that was yesterday. He like
Okay.
he realized with how much money he spent on gear and shit, a 1 day trip was just an asshole thing to do. So they stayed an extra day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got
And if anybody who doesn't know, we're talking about Louis J. Gomez, one of the founding members of Legion of Skanks.
yeah,
So,
the owner of Gas Digital was I didn't know what gas stood for. Did you know?
uh, yeah, Dave and Gomez. I didn't know until
You said
it
Dave
was
and Gomez?
on,
No.
yeah, something like that, isn't it?
It's
It's like,
Gomez and Sutton.
okay.
Ralph
Yeah, then whatever.
Ralph
It's Dave
Sutton.
and him, right?
No.
Or,
Ralph
oh,
Sutton.
Ralph. Oh, I keep forgetting Dave Smith. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting his last name, but yeah, I
No,
I,
Ralph
know, I
is
remember that when
the
they
host.
said it on Rap, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, I think that's where I heard it as well. But Ralph is the host of the SDR show.
Okay, I haven't listened to that one yet.
Yeah, that's on Gas as well. That's my friend Irish. Shout out to STC Podcast. My episode should be coming out, I believe, the end of this week. My friend Irish, his girl works on that show, Ani. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah, yeah. I don't know why I don't give that show more attention. I think Shannon is also like the co-host of SDR.
Okay.
think she's like she might be the producer.
Okay. And again, we are talking about the Gas Digital Network right now, in case you don't know.
Yeah, yeah. These are all podcasts that we all listen to.
Yeah.
It's a different code that we talk in, right?
Another shout out that we got to give is my buddy Andrew Denise giving us permission to use one of his band songs. His band's name is Actual Villains. And he sent me everything. Hopefully by next week, we'll have it all ready to go. So,
Yeah, I set up the YouTube page an hour before the show because that's what I do as
procrastination.
a professional procrastinator.
Yeah, yeah.
And unfortunately, we have to go through a 24-hour buffering process where just means this won't come out on YouTube till tomorrow. But I did it. I promised you guys I would get it done, and I did get it done before the show. Just maybe not really, but
Right,
whatever.
kind of.
Yeah. So if all goes well, that'll be up by tomorrow. And I will have last week's episode up there as well. And that'll make it my project for by the next week's episode to learn how to separate the audio from these episodes and isolate it and maybe just put it into audio format only as well. So we can get out on Shy Tunes and fucking Touch Tunes and iTunes, and Your Tunes, and the Tunes, the Can.
Spotify, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, all that crap. Stitcher.
Yeah, if we put it up on YouTube, though, we got to do edits. And because you got to edit out the first 10 minutes. There's no swearing in the first 10 minutes.
That's if we were actually popular.
Like, okay.
I don't think we're gonna have.
I know we're not popular. I don't think we're ever gonna get there.
I don't think we're ever gonna have enough views to trigger the algorithm for them to be like, "Ooh, they're swearing to their 4 watchers."
Right.
Shout out to the
3 people that actually watch it.
Yeah, shout out to the 3 of you watching right now. I love you guys.
You're the real ones.
But yeah. No, well, we're gonna figure all that shit out. That's why we're calling this episode just a little kinky because I did the whole 3 clicks I needed to do to get my microphone to work this fucking episode, and I don't sound like I'm talking from the backside of my fucking room.
Yeah. Then I got headphones and I bought a ring light. You can kind of see that. So try to help out with the podcast as much as possible, A
little bit goes a long way. Yeah. I fucking took my strip light that I had in my bedroom behind my television that wasn't impressing anybody and just put it behind my desk. And now, like, I can basically adjust my lights to whatever color, whatever temperature I want from my phone.
Nice. Outstanding.
Off.
And I didn't even bother trying to use my laptop today to do the streaming. I just said, screw it. We're doing it live from the phone.
Illuminate. All right, Wesley Snipes impression. That's it. That's enough of that. What else we got going? What you snacking on lately? Fucking grill up anything nice lately?
I did burgers for the kids on Monday. I do have a steak just sitting in the fridge, waiting for me to feel good enough to eat. But that'll be tomorrow. I'll make that tomorrow for lunch. What about you?
Pizza. I got some chicken breasts fucking marinating in some steak marinade because that's how I roll.
Yeah.
I'll just throw them in the oven with some potatoes and shit.
Yeah, that's the one thing you got over me on cooking stuff. You actually know how to cook, and I don't.
I was gonna say you're one of the only other people I would trust on a grill, though. I don't know about in the kitchen, but on the grill,
no, not in the kitchen. I can grill like a motherfucker, but I cannot do anything in the kitchen.
We were talking about this before. Are you how deep into sober January are you?
It is the 14th, so 14 days.
You went from New Year's. Good on you, bud.
Yeah, exactly at midnight. I did my last shot uh, on the last second. So
I'm on day 3. Me and a couple of the homies were supposed to all start on the 11th, but
yeah.
they are on day 1 today.
Oh, okay.
Um, but whatever, I don't care as long as it's not easy to stop fucking drinking or whatever your favorite vice is. I'm not judging. It was just like, I've been doing this alone for 2 days now, huh?
Yeah.
But it's all
Oh,
right.
dude. It. You know what? Honestly, it it was only bad, like really, really bad last weekend when I didn't have the kids and I'm hanging out with my best friend and like normally that's all we do is have some beers and play video games and shit. And I'm like, fuck, man, I really would like some beers right now. But other than that, I don't really, it hasn't really bothered me too much.
My
But
main social circle revolves around my freaking fraternal order, which I don't know if you
right.
know, but I got my official membership card last night. I got
Oh,
it.
outstanding.
Yeah, I was supposed to get like initiated and like interviewed. There's supposed to be this whole big ceremony. But out of the 7 people who were also supposed to get interviewed, I was the only one who showed up. So they were like,
Oh,
Renee, you're here every day. We'll just have you march on the next walk on the next one, which is walking is the ceremony. And
okay.
here's all your stuff. I got my freaking my entry card, my scan card to get in.
And
Got my
what's the place called again?
that is the Fraternal Order of Eagles. Yo, your dog in the
Okay.
background just freaked me out. The eyes in the background.
Oh, yeah, Dory.
Well, I just saw was like 2 glowing eyes. I was like, what the? Oh, right. He's got a bunch
Yeah, yeah, no,
of freaking animals in there. But yeah, so but all these little private social clubs are basically quiet, quaint little daytime bars, like, and
right.
you can go in there for cheap booze, dude. I mean, I had a burger and fries in there for $5 last night. Like, you can't fucking
Nice.
beat that.
Yeah, all
I'm
of our
nothing.
shit is still closed here in Michigan, and I
Well,
don't know when
most
they're
of
going
our
to open.
we just went back to 25% a week ago, but we're a private club, so
Yeah,
we're members only. And like, we kind of do what we want. Yeah.
yeah.
As long
I
as
don't know.
everybody in the club agrees, we're staying open. I mean, it's like it's not like this club makes huge amounts of money, so they
Right,
need to do whatever they can if I can be able to stay open.
right.
As long as
I
it's,
think we have like a moose club or some shit like that, not that far away from me, but that's the only one I know of.
I think there's a
Which
moose,
I'm
there's mooks, elks. I think there's a bear. I think there's the Eagles, VFWs. You got,
I
uh,
think the BFWs are actually closed too around me.
one of the VFW.
So
I know one of the ones over here isn't.
yeah.
I haven't been
Wow.
to it yet, but I know I've heard some of the boys talk about it.
Okay. Well, that's cool. It's better than nothing. I hate the fact that everything's closed.
It's
Like,
just tough. We were talking about the sobriety. I'm just like, it's my only place I really go to hang out. I'm just like sitting there with a pitcher of water.
right? Yeah. No, it sucks that everything's closed. I mean, I feel like we should all have the free will to go out and get sick, if we want to get sick. Um,
I guess.
and we all forgot that, hey, you know what? Oh, you get sick. You can still get normal sick. Not everything's COVID. So, like,
You 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 think you might get the vaccine?
no, not yet.
No.
Um, Not until it's FDA approved is
Uh,
really my biggest thing with it.
I mean,
I
you're not huge into traveling really anyway, because like from what I'm hearing is it's going to be mandatory at some point.
Well, once it becomes mandatory, then yeah. But no, I'm not really into that big into traveling. I don't mind it, but I don't really, I don't. It's not one of my goals in life per se. I've done enough of that. I've been all over the world, So
I was gonna say
the
we've
only
been forced to get vaccinated, so it's like whatever.
right,
I
yeah,
feel
this is like my one choice that I don't have to. But no, it's not even that. I don't have like very strong feelings either way on it. It's just it's not FDA approved. It's so that vaccine was pushed out so quickly that we still don't know all the side effects. There is one person who died from it already.
I haven't
A
heard that.
doctor,
I gotta
yeah, a
check it out.
doctor died of it. Um, and there has been some pretty big negative um, fuck
Side effects?
uh, side effects. Jesus Christ,
I got
brain farted. But um, and I've read about that. But I have like no moral high ground on it. I am not an anti-vaxxer by any means.
I
But
wasn't. I just was just
uh,
curious what you thought on it. I mean, I don't. We don't got to get deep into it or anything.
what about you? Are you gonna get it?
I mean, you know me. I like to fucking travel, and like the, if they eventually are like, if you want to go somewhere, you fucking have to like. I mean, granted though, I'm not hopping on a plane anytime soon because I have the dog, and I have to take the dog
Right,
everywhere with me because of her age. So I
right,
mean, unless they're going to start requiring the vaccinations to cross state borders in your car,
right,
I think I'll be all right. I mean, because like what if I have to go back to New York? I can drive from here to New York. I've done it. I have to go from
right,
here to California or anywhere in between both places. I can drive because I've done it before. I've done the distance. So I
right.
mean, I don't know, but I do want to renew my passport soon, and hopefully when shit goes back to normal, I want to start going out of the country again.
Dude, I've never had a passport.
Mine expired, but like yeah, I've got a couple stamps in there. I've been the
I
Dam, I've
want to.
been Sweden, Norway, Curacao, Canada. I think that's it. Everywhere
I've
else
been to
was with the
Canada,
army.
but you can get a thing for your life. It's an enhanced license, and you can just drive into Canada.
I heard that's going
But
to be mandatory soon as well.
yeah, so but no, I want to go to a resort. Like that's one of my goals for the next couple of years is go to like an all-inclusive resort somewhere. Um,
Trying to just go
but
by yourself.
yeah, probably, or maybe with you. We'll go
I was
hang
gonna say
out. Like, try.
I would say, dude. I was gonna say if you're trying to do like a not like I went to Curacao by myself. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. To say, like if you wanted to go solo, I can give you some suggestions. I did Canada by myself as well. Like it's like there's dope places if you want to go. Just buy it shit like solo, and you'll be all right.
yeah, yeah. No, I'll probably end up going with somebody, but it's just who knows.
I did. I've never done international. I did an internet. I did Amsterdam with the ex.
Yeah,
Um, I've done some like bro trips. I did Colorado when I was living in New York. I came here with a homie. That was fun.
right.
That was a blast. And rented. I pulled the old ham of veteran at the rental
Yeah,
car place and threw him $40, and your boy ended up going from an Impala to a Camaro for a week.
nice, nice.
Yeah, I did. I won't shout out what rental company it was, but
Hurts, hurts.
but yeah, like that was I've pulled that a couple times here. That was awesome. But no, I'd be down to do a bro trip, man. Dude,
Yeah,
we
man.
go to like if you want to go to like Vancouver, we'd have a blast, bro.
Vancouver?
Yeah,
I've
man.
never been. I wouldn't mind.
Vancouver
I wouldn't mind.
is
I'd go anywhere, really.
that's like low key party town, hipsterish, but then like you could drive up to like Whistler, which like there's like dope mountain where like they have like the Olympics and it's like
Oh, okay.
super fancy and go get some like Mongolian barbecue. I love oh dude, I'm like I try to not I don't want to repeat different vacation spots because like I want to just travel different places. But Vancouver, I've always dreamt of going back. And same thing with Curacao. That was a great
Right.
summer. I'm sure it didn't help that I had just won a lawsuit and had like 20 grand in my bank account.
Right, right. Yeah, but like you said, you've gone solo on trips, but you're way more social than I am. Like I don't really like going around and talking to many people. So
I mean, I
like
also do, but I do my research beforehand. Like, I don't
yeah,
go there not knowing what like there's available, what to avoid. You know, like I have family. I have family in Curacao, and I have friends in Vancouver who had before I went there. You know what I mean? So
right.
like, I had people being like pointing me in the right direction and shit. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't even have a
No,
car in both of those places. I didn't have a car. I was good to go. Yeah,
nice.
dude.
Now you're still doing stand up, right?
Not. It's been 2 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
mean,
was
like
gonna see if
it's
you
been
were
a
doing
year.
anything
Been a year
out
because
in
of the
Denver.
pandemic. Um,
Right.
but also like, no, I just haven't had my stand-up confidence legs under me for a couple of years now. But I've been doing a shitload of podcasts. That's the only
Right.
huge difference. Is like, yeah, for some reason people still think I'm hilarious, even though I'm not getting on stage lately. So I get invited on quite a few different podcasts.
That's awesome. Oh, well, at least it's
Actually,
better than nothing, right?
do you know the wrestler Corey Castle?
He must be a super independent,
Yeah, he's
or
definitely
he has a different name.
yeah, he's definitely uh a more independent wrestler. But he's got this great podcast called Evolving.
Okay.
And he's a comedian as well. So that's a podcast I'll be appearing on pretty fucking soon. I
Cool.
gotta put you on to him. Met him like a couple of weeks ago. Really fucking funny dude.
Yeah,
Um,
you'll have to send me the link for it.
but he also kind of like understood my mentality about my extreme confidence issue in comedy. Being a New Yorker and such a hardcore comedy fan, I felt I did not have the balls or the anywhere near enough talent to get on those stages where
Right.
Dave Attell, Colin Quinn, fucking, legends like that,
Or Dan Soder, Big J Okerson,
yeah. I
Mark
mean,
Norman. I
yeah,
mean,
like
yeah,
I
just killers.
I'm just like, who and literally I'm talking about like, it's an open mic, it's a completely different time or different day, but I just
Yeah,
feel like I don't belong on that stage.
yeah,
Like, granted, I paid like $5 to get on the stage because like that's what you do when you're doing open mics.
right,
But
right.
even still, I'm just like, ugh, like the anxiety is just fucking too much. So something I
Yeah,
really dig about Corey. And he's got this kind of how he feels about wrestling. It's like he's not gonna wrestle unless he's fucking gonna be on his A game and shit. So,
right.
I look forward to doing his show. Uh,
Yeah. Do
I
you know who?
imagine that's what evolving the whole. I guess the title sounds kind of perfect.
Yeah. Do you know who Tama Tonga is?
Say again?
Tama Tonga.
No.
He's a New Japan wrestler. He's one of the original members of the Bullet Club, which you know who the Bullet Club is, right?
Thanks
Like
to
the
Mortal
new
Kombat.
version of NWO,
Yeah, yeah.
basically. That dude is a veteran, um, which I didn't really know until I started listening to his podcast. But he's an Air Force veteran. He did a couple tours in Iraq. He's a pretty cool dude. I met him with the kids, and he took pictures with my son. And there's a massive line of people waiting to meet him and take pictures and shit. But he sat there and answered Bryce. He was like 8 at the time, answered all of his questions. And anytime somebody was like talking up or whatever, he'd tell them to shut the fuck up. It was so cool. He was such a cool dude.
Nice.
And so he has like a Facebook group too. And I shared the picture of it in his group recently. And he's like, "Oh, dude, I remember you guys." And I was like, "Oh, shit." It's a cool thing for me because he's a pretty big wrestler. Like, It's not just like some independent guy, So it's pretty cool that he remembered me and my kid. So yeah. And then
Yeah, yeah, I love these independent wrestlers. They're
yeah,
all
yep.
about it. They're passionate. You gotta respect their
Yeah.
passion.
Yeah, it's all until they get big and then they kind of forget it. But that's all right. They deserve it at that point. So yeah, like Flip Gordon, he's another veteran who's a wrestler. He wrestles for ROH right now, Ring of Honor. Uh,
Always cracks me up when you hear of like these people who are wrestlers, but then have like these other crazy careers before. Like
yeah,
fucking The Miz is my favorite one. Like I remember him on Road Rules. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I remember him as that fucking dorky dude on Road Rules.
yeah. And
Like,
he had the same catchphrase then too. I'm the Miz and I'm awesome. That
really?
was like his
Oh yeah, I
catchphrase
do
back
remember
then.
that. Yeah.
He's fucking. He was so annoying, but he's like one of those like random people that were like, he said it and he went out and did it, and it's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. But
Every
he's still an idiot.
there's even comedians who like point that out. I forget what podcast it was that I listened to. And that's the only way I know. I remember it was a comedian who said it, and they were just like, "It's fucking ridiculous." It's probably on your mom's house because Christina was on
Road
Road
rules,
Rules.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It wasn't Real World. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, like that's so crazy. These people are just like, I'm gonna do this. I don't care what the fuck anybody says. He was like, I think he did comedy for a while. I think he was like reality star, comedian, wrestler.
I have no idea. I know he did like five of those real world challenges, with whatever it was. So I know that he was like always on that before he made it, and then he was like on the Tough Enough, the WWE Tough Enough, which it was like their challenge show that was I was gonna say ESPN. There's no fucking way that was gonna be it. It was on MTV back in the day,
It was
and
WWE on MTV.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
they
remember that.
man, like way back in the day, they had like their really shitty like only like new guys that had no real history, like no one knew who they were. They put them on what was called Sunday Night Heat, and that was on MTV
Was
back
this
in the
like
day when we were
um,
kids.
what was the UFC fucking house thing? You know what I'm talking about? Like they had like the reality show. UFC had its reality show.
Oh, Fighters House or some shit like that. I know what you're
UFC,
talking about. It's that was pretty fun too,
the
actually.
Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
Was it like that? Where like
Yeah, kind of. Like they put them through like trial, like except Ultimate Fighter, they
they
like
were actually
actually
fighting.
fought
They were
and
just
shit.
fighting and training. What? So this was just like real world or road rules, but for wrestlers.
It was like real world. It was like the
Challenge.
challenge show, but for wrestlers, and it was pretty funny. Like Luke Gallows, he was in that too. He had a pretty. He was like an infamous one where like he was doing this obstacle course and his fucking pants fell off while he was running the obstacle course, and he finished the obstacle course butt ass naked. It was fucking hilarious. They brought it up uh, on a Gallows and Anderson podcast that they had when they were doing that. They're again one of the original Bullet Club members.
All right, let's
So
before we get too deep into fucking wrestling and we turn into a fucking wrestling show, which I'm so glad I got away from. Um, let your favorite podcast. Let's wrap it up with your favorite podcast. Maybe let's say your favorite podcast episode this week. It's Thursday. Usually by you and I, we listen to multiple podcasts. Come out usually throughout the week. By Thursday, Friday, I'm usually no podcasts come out on the weekend. So
right, right.
what's been your
Um,
episode this week?
I think the Legion of Skanks this week was probably the funniest one.
That was
Um,
Monday's episode, Edgar Allan
right.
Poem.
Yeah, I think that was the funniest one. I think I'm
Oh no,
really
I'm
starting.
sorry. That was rap. Sorry. Real ass podcast was Brass Knuckle Dildo. Wait,
Okay.
Legion of Skanks. Wait, what? Did I miss the Jason Ellis episode? Was I not here on Monday?
Yeah, it was Jason Ellis, and
Yeah.
it was good. Uh, that's when on the Puerto Rican rattlesnake on his Twitch stream was talking about how Jason Ellis wasn't funny, and he was like the worst guest ever, which is hilarious. Um, I like that one a lot. That was really good. I'm really getting into Josh Potter's podcast.
Oh, the
That's on the
one
Your Mom's House Network.
formerly known as the Roach Motel.
Right. Yeah. I think that one's really funny. Um,
I haven't
and
given it a shot.
it's a very acquired taste of humor. I've never
He's,
seen his
he's
stand up.
he's an interesting dude. I was about to say the same thing. I've never seen his stand up. I appreciate his random contributions on Your Mom's House when they have him
Yeah.
on. It's like I like him there, but I don't know if I like him enough to listen to his show yet.
I would jump into one of the more recent ones and watch, or I'll send you one. I think his second
He's
one was
the most
probably his
recent,
best
I
one.
think he's only done like 15 anyway.
Right. Oh, I meant like it's more recent, like the last like 5 or 10 have actually been pretty good. But the first one was kind of rough. But after that, which I mean, our first one was rough.
Yeah,
So,
got the kinks.
but no, but he's got a whole fucking team behind him. It's just us. So,
I
but what about
mine.
you?
I was just looking through my list just because like I had a couple, but the one I'm gonna really like. See, yeah. Then there was also the New Year's one. No, I'm gonna go with this week's Tiger Belly, which just came out yesterday on my. I use Stitcher. Shout
Okay.
out to Stitcher. Who will never let us on their app. Actually, no, they will because they let rap on. But anyway, um, uh, Carlos Mencia was on this week's episode.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that
Um,
out when we're done here.
Bobby uh, believes he's in debt to not debt servitude. You know what I mean? Like he really feels, and like I hear the stories, and I guess I understand.
And
Um,
he's talking about Bobby Lee, the comedian. He was on Mad TV.
yeah,
Tiger Belly's his podcast.
yeah. Bobby Lee's podcast. He has two bad friends with Andrew Santino, and then Tiger Belly is him and his girlfriend,
Yeah.
and usually a guest. But the reason I liked this episode was because Carlos Mencia had the opportunity to take this platform and not sound as big of a douche as he is.
Right.
And he came off as such a sociopathic, sanctimonious prick that I was just like, I'm literally I also had to double check to see if I finished it. I'm down to the last 20 minutes. But like if you go in the comments on the Facebook on the YouTube video of it,
Yeah.
everybody just like I couldn't get past 10 minutes. This guy, why does he not shut up? Like, can he never admit that he was wrong? How hard is it to say sorry for stealing jokes? Like it's just like like, dude.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee's podcast does not have a small following. They have
No, not at all. It's
few
pretty
followers.
damn big.
And yeah, that was glorious. That
Oh,
was just a good hour and 10 minutes I got through. I think it's probably an hour and a half. A good hour and 10 minutes of just like Ned. Do you know that Carlos Mencia's real
yeah,
name?
Ned.
Like he's
Yep.
just burying himself.
Yeah.
Just like the Iceman, just throwing the shovel up, just throwing the dirt on top of his own head. Just
Right.
oh,
Well, and then like if somebody doesn't remember, like what, 10 years ago,
yeah. So for
the whole Joe Rogan thing.
yeah, Carlos Mencia is no longer anything because everybody was calling him out on being a fake Mexican, and Joe Rogan made such a big deal about the fact that Carlos Mencia was stealing jokes. There was like a bunch of young comics who he gave opportunities to, i.e., like allowed them to open up for him.
Right.
And then the next week, Carlos is doing their jokes on stage. I
Right. And then
don't know that.
just adding like Mexican something to it
Yeah,
at the
literally
end.
everybody being like, "Hold on, that's literally almost exactly the same thing." Go to hell. And
Right.
yeah, we can get into that forever. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh man, that was a great
Joe
one too.
Rogan even like got banned from the Comedy Store for years because
7 years.
he made like a big deal about it. Um,
Yeah.
and I'll
And
drop.
that killed him. That killed Carlos Mencia on Comedy Central. That's why the Mind of Messina show disappeared.
Yeah.
That's why he basically stopped touring forever.
Well, I mean, it was that, and then like everybody was like, "Whoa," because I don't know if you remember, he replaced Chappelle. It was like Mencia started right after Chappelle left, so
Right.
it was like Comedy Central's. Oh no, we got something just as good, and it was like there's 2 out of 9 episodes were okay at best.
The only one that I liked at all was when Edge was on it.
Who?
Edge, the wrestler,
Oh, okay.
and he played.
Let's get away from the wrestling talk. God damn it.
That's the only memorable episode of it all.
Yeah, I don't even remember any. I remember more episodes of the John Leguizamo show. Do you remember that?
No, not at all.
Like right around the time it was like, I think they would put it like was it right before Mad TV? It was on Fox. It was like right around around like, yeah. It was like,
That's the dude who was Sid the Sloth, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes. That was he did many other things as well, but yes.
Well, yeah, I know. I knew he's in John Wick
I was gonna say he
and
was the mechanic in John Wick. He was
right.
the clown in
But,
Spawn.
oh, yep, yep. I remember that. Then he was at The Pest, right?
Yes, he was. Yeah, good job.
That
Hey,
was a really funny movie.
that was funny. John Leguizamo as a clown was actually a clue on Jeopardy this week.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they had like a whole clown category, and like
Oh,
I was at the Eagles Club, and like they always watch Jeopardy because they're a bunch of old fuddy duddies.
right, right.
And like I hear this comic book character played by John Leguizamo was a evil clown and blah blah blah, and like I just from across the bar I'm like, Spawn. They're like,
Nice. Ah, so speaking of Spawn, I heard the rumor is still that they're making the movie of it again, the second movie. They're gonna like redo it all. So hopefully that one comes out. And then
I mean, Spawn 2 is Black Dynamite. That's I think it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same actor.
I think so actually. Did you hear that they're making the Max TV show? It's going to be one of the HBO Max shows.
Had no idea. I had
Um,
no clue. And you would think the
yeah,
guy who has the Max tattooed on him would know that, right?
right, right. Yeah, it was on a comic book reader a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, I,
Nerd.
I and I believe we talked about that on the phone. So,
I'm over here calling you a nerd with my guidebook.
right, right.
Now I have to go read, okay?
Yeah.
Reading is fun.
Fucking A.
But yeah, let's fucking wrap it up. We're almost at an hour here. Fucking just comes out natural, doesn't it? I swear
That's
to God.
pretty easy. It always has been. Like, I mean, fuck, dude, we've been friends for 10 years. This is just like basically a bullshitting phone call.
Solid.
So,
Solid. I think we can keep this up. Eventually I'll think of some segments, but I don't know.
yeah, so it
I
is
can
what it is.
come out natural like that. I like the our little podcast segment, dude. Wait till you hear fucking Mencia just not shutting up. Like, and
I'm
then
not gonna lie. I
Bobby
cannot wait.
Bobby Lee just being like, Well, yeah, no, but I mean, like, yeah, I can see how people would, like, see you being an asshole for doing like that. But I think, and then like Carlos will just be like, no, but what I was trying to do is like, no, like Bobby's trying to help. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Like, life is about to be so much easier. Just shush, shush. Bobby,
Right?
Bobby apologizes professionally. Like he always doing some dumb shit. And go, I'm sorry. Like
Yeah,
let him fucking work his magic, bro.
right. Bobby
So,
Lee's like one of the only people who should have gotten Me Too'd a million times and didn't get Me Too'd at all.
yeah, yeah.
For real.
Let him work his magic, bro. His cute little
Right, right.
yellow dick magic. All right. Well,
Outstanding.
let me shout out my sponsors here. I got slossenhemp.us. Some of the finest CBD products I've ever tried. I consume the tinctures, the gummies, the body rubs. Those are amazing. A little greasy for me. I don't want to shout them out too much. Maybe we could work on that, Nate. But I've been to their facilities, super clean, veteran owned, family run. It's an in-house small little business, and I love them. I support them wholeheartedly. Then there's my boy Joey James Hernandez. Check out his t-shirts at tpublic.com/user/Joey James Artworks with an X at the end, WORX. Um, some dope ass shirts for $20, $24 tops for two-sided front and back. Stuff like this. It says looks like a Motorhead shirt, but it's a Tom Jones. What's new, Pussycat? And
Nice.
on the back it says whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, I mean also keep an eye out on that website. Like just follow them. They do sales, I want to say every other week or so. You get shirts for $13. Come on,
Yeah.
guys. Can't fucking beat that shit. High quality. I've had this one for over a year or two now. Fucking love the dude. Support small businesses, support small artists, support local. What's your friend's band's name again?
It's actual villains.
Yeah. If I'm smart enough, they will be at the beginning and end of this show on the audio versions. And
Yeah, once I send you the clip.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll have to edit it. It'll be all be out. Hopefully by the
Then
end of the weekend.
I got one more shout out I forgot to do earlier. Matt Maldonado, he is one of the best tattoo artists in West Michigan. He runs out of Pure Addictions in Holland, Chicago Drive. Uh, he's got, I think Darth Maldo is all of his Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. Go check him out. Check out his stuff. He's a great artist. He's going to be doing some digital work for us as well. Dude's amazing. He's a great dude. Just check out his shit.
Sweet. Check them out. Dan, I love you,
All right.
brother.
I love you too, man. Have a great week. I'll talk to you next week.
See you next week. Thanks everybody for listening.